common mistake that I see new managers make is that when they think they're coaching, they're actually mentoring. I'm going to tell you a story about someone I coached recently just to help bring this to life. So this person came to me and they were exasperated because they had a team member that wasn't showing any initiative. And so I asked the person I was coaching to talk me through a typical interaction. And they described that at the beginning of a project, they'd sit down with this person, they'd talk about what outputs they needed, what the expectations were, and then they would step through, step by step, all of the actions that needed to happen. And so I asked, well, then what happens next? And the person I was coaching commented, well, then my team member comes back every time they have a problem. And this is what is so exasperating, that they don't show any initiative. They don't come back with any solutions. So I then asked the person I was coaching, well, at which point in this interaction do you ask them to think for themselves? And there was a bit of a silence. And the person I was coaching looked at me and said, oh, I'm not coaching, am I? And I replied, no. What this manager was doing was they were really mentoring. They were sharing how they would go about doing something. And that can be immensely valuable. It's great to learn from somebody else's experience. But if you're trying to get your team to show initiative, to come up with solutions themselves, then if all you ever do is give them the answers, then you're not encouraging them or giving them that thinking space to be able to do it for themselves. So if you'd like to be more coach-like with your team members, encouraging them to come up with their own solutions and show initiative, then try a coaching style. And that means giving someone all of your attention while they think out loud, and then asking them questions to help them discover their own solutions to act on. When you're having a coach-like conversation, your team member will be talking 70% or more of the time. And your role is to ask them questions to help them really think through situations. So now you know the difference between mentoring and coaching. I'm curious, where do you tend to spend more of your time? If you'd like to find out a little more about how you can shift to being more on the coaching side, to be more coach-like, then check out my book, Think Like a Coach. It's available from Amazon and good booksellers worldwide.